Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we've got a rather lovely update about VMAX Climax, including a whole bunch of cards, including some you might not be expecting. So, starting off then, two new character rares, right? We've got to start with these two new character rares. These were dropped on the Japanese website this morning, and we got ourselves a Rockruff and a Boltund V. For anyone wondering, yes, it's the good Boltund V. So starting off then, Rockruff, this one's a little bit weird. It is actually the Rockruff, which is your single strike, and it's just a Rockruff. And now, I actually really love the regular artwork on this Rockruff. It's one of the more adorable artworks we've seen for a while. But this is, of course, a little bit weird, because up till now, we've seen a bunch of cards from VMAX Climax, a bunch of these character rares, and up till now, they've all been, well, no, that's not strictly true. With one exception, they've all been the fully evolved version of the relevant Pokémon. The exception is Eevee, but come on, Eevee's always an exception. This gives me vibes of the Magnemite from Cosmic Eclipse. That was the last time we did the character rares, and that was a case of, hey, loads of big fully evolved Pokemon, oh yeah, and while we're here, have a Magnemite with Lieutenant Surge. So, a little bit weird, slightly unexpected, don't care because it's awesome. Of course, Professor Kukui is now back in the Pokemon trading card game for the first time in a little while. I mean, look, if you're going to have a Rockruff, it's got to be Professor Kukui. Some of these we can argue one way or the other, but here it had to be Professor Kukui. As a side note, yes, I know there were other non-fully evolved Pokemon in Cosmic Eclipse, but we're talking about things like the Coughing with the really good ability and Pikachu, and come on, Pikachu's a bit special like Eevee. What I mean is just random Pokemon that aren't the super special Pokemon, that aren't the ones with really cool abilities, just popping up. I don't know, this one seems weird to me. Now, to be fair, the Rockruff here is, look, it's a single strike Rockruff. If you're playing a single strike deck, this is the one you're going to play. 2 energy, 30 damage, flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. It's Rockruff. And you're not going to play it for Rockruff, you're going to play it if you're playing a Lycanroc deck. So it kind of really is as simple as that. If you're going to be playing a Lycanroc deck, go for it. If you're not, don't go for it. Although I do really like that Lycanroc, and I've never got it to work, and I feel like the format is not particularly well suited for it. But one day maybe I can, and if I can, I'm playing this version of the Rockruff. The other one we've been shown is Boltund with Bianca. So, yeah, if you're into that, wonderful news. Now, it is Boltund V, and we do know that there is a new Boltund V, of course. We just got a new one in Fusion Strike. I am very much of the opinion, and I've not been shy about telling you, lovely ladies and gentlemen, this, that the old Boltund V is by far the better of them. I still feel pretty strongly about that, and the good news is this is the old Boltund V. So, jobs are good, and quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, jobs are good. This is the one whereby single energy, search your deck for 2 lightning energy, attach them any way you like to your bench Pokemon, and 2 energy, 10 damage, plus 30 more freeze lightning attached to all of your Pokemon. If you're playing Boltund V Max, this is the best one to go for. It has been a deck in and of itself, although that was when we had more lightning support. We really don't have very much at the moment, but it's another cool new character rare, and of course, it is a Pokemon V, and yeah, you all know at this stage, right? The Vs are going to be rarer than the regular ones. They've even got different rarity marks. So the Rockruff is a CHR, a character rare, whereas the Boltund is a CSR, a character super rare. So these ones are going to, they are not going to be terribly easy to pull from packs, I think is a fair way to put it. But still, new character rares, that's kind of cool. We should all be pretty happy. But we also have a really weird new supporter, which has gone and been revealed. It's Galar Friends. And just as a side note straight off the bat, how beautiful is this card? It is a beautiful card, and of course, it's called Galar Friends, and would you believe it, you've got your Marnie, your protagonist, male or female, depending where you go. You've got Hop and you've got Beanie. You have, in fact, got your Galar Friends. Is it a really good card? Is it going to set the world on fire? No. It's Hop. Somehow, even when you add both the protagonist and Marnie and Beanie to Hop, you still end up with Hop. It's draw-free cards. It is that most generic of supporters, the one whereby when you play it, you draw 3 cards. The one that is generally reserved for your friend in the video games. So like I say, at the moment, it's Hop. But before Hop, it was How. And before How, it was Tiano. And before Tiano, it was Cherin. So, yeah. This just kind of keeps coming around. Of course, what an awful lot of people have suggested, and I think this is extremely fair, is there going to be a super rare of this? Is there going to be a full art version of this? I can't tell you one way or the other, but I do feel fairly confident that at some point there will be. And of course, if there is, it's going to be a very cool but very sought after card. Of course, it's got shades of a card we saw a little while ago, the Alola Friends, which was a promo and was a full art, and oh my goodness, that is not an easy card to get hold of nowadays. It's moderately expensive, as in if you want to buy it, you're looking at a couple of thousand rather than hundreds. It's a very cool card, but it's also an extremely expensive card. So, yeah. The image on screen from the lovely folks at Bulbapedia. So, if there is a full art, it's going to be a little bit like this. And that means it's going to be hyper sought after. Get it sooner rather than later. Because it's the kind of card whereby once it goes away, it's gone, ladies and gentlemen. It has gone. No, it's not a good card in terms of competitiveness. No, it's not going to be relevant in the metagame or anything like that. At the end of the day, it is just a draw-free. We've seen a bunch of draw-free, and, you know, I gave you a bunch of examples a moment ago. This is not a card for anyone to be particularly excited about in terms of playability. That's not the point of the card. The point of the card is it's just celebrating the Galar region. Remember, this is in VMAX Climax, and this is, you know, the end of VMAX's, at least it should be as far as I'm concerned. I still believe it is. And so it very much is kind of a bit of a celebration set. Ergo, having a card like this makes absolute perfect sense. I think there will be a full art, and I think if there isn't a full art, they've missed a trick. And to be fair, the full art will not be quite as rare as the Alola Friends. That was a promo, it wasn't from a set. This one being from a set will always make it a bit less rare and a bit cheaper. But make no mistake about it, that is going to be a card that, well, to put it bluntly, an awful lot of people are going to want an awful lot. Now, there have been 2 other cards that have gone and been revealed. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. They are not terribly exciting. As soon as I show them to you, you're going to know what they do. We've got Anti-Hex Gloves, and we've got Hunter Gloves. And Anti-Hex Gloves do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Psychic Pokemon. And Hunter Gloves do 30 damage to your opponent's active Dragon Pokemon. It's these gloves that we've seen like a billion times before. Although, as Antoine has pointed out, Antoine Billet, obviously a lovely translator friend, who has confirmed what they do, although, honestly, probably didn't need to. But there is actually a Monster Hunter reference here. Now, I can't tell you it's 100% definitely meant to be a Monster Hunter reference, but come on. Look at it, and it's the one that goes against Dragon, and it's called Hunter Gloves. There is no way this isn't a cheeky nod towards Monster Hunter. I refuse to believe it. Of course, in Fusion Strike, we got Spongy Gloves that do more to water Pokemon. This kind of completes the set. Although I've already seen a bunch of people claiming that we've now got one for every type. That is not actually true. We don't have one that does 30 more damage to colorless Pokemon as it stands at the moment. Will we get one? I mean, the set might be complete. They might not be doing a colorless one, we don't know. But we don't have one that hits every type because we don't have one that hits colorless Pokemon for extra damage at the moment. You know what? This is cool. I like this. It's nice to have one for everything. The problem is, like when we had Muscle Band just did an extra 20 damage. So that was nice and easy. And no matter who you were fighting against, you did the extra 20 damage, and that was lovely. This is your extra 30 damage, but it's to, well, a specific type. Now, as I've said a bunch of times with these cards, there will be matchups where that extra 30 damage is literally the difference between getting key KOs and winning and not getting key KOs and losing. But it is absolutely fair to say that these are going to be occasional techs. There will be some decks here and there that want to play them because they help in a particular matchup, but that is the best I can ever really say. They are not going to be staples, they are not going to be amazing cards, they are not going to see play everywhere or in every deck or in anything like that. These are fun little cards that will help out in some matchups here or there, and if that's what you like, that's lovely, and if it's not what you like, well, I am sorry. But look, if there's a particular type or a particular Pokemon that's giving you trouble at the moment, you've now got a card, unless it's a colourless Pokemon, that will allow you to hit it for more damage and potentially swing the matchup into your favour. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, a nice little update on VMAX Climax, a cool new supporter which is not good, but man, it's awesome. A couple of new character rares, and I always love seeing new character rares, and then a couple new gloves which we kind of knew were coming at some point, but it's still nice to see them, alright? Yay! Also, this is 3 new cards, so we are seeming like we're going to have a few more new cards in VMAX Climax than we had, for instance, in Shiny Star V. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know, well, I mean, you know the deal, anything you want to tell me at this stage. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.